Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, they were just an outstanding one-two punch. Together, they made 10 movies. One of my favorite movies that they did together is called The Odd Couple from 1968. This movie has so many great lines, so many fantastic scenes. I feel that the first 25 minutes of the movie was epic. Walter, who plays the character of Oscar Madison, I like certain lines that he say. For example, when he picks up the phone, "Hello, divorce broken sloppy." The poker scene, all the poker scenes are great with Oscar, Speed, Vinny, Murray, and Roy. And at first, when they were curious to find out what happened to Felix, Felix is portrayed by Jack Lemmon. Felix and his wife Frances, they broke up after 12 years together. So their friends were concerned about possibly him committing suicide. But long story short, Oscar decides to take Felix in. So Felix stays with Oscar. But the thing is that both of them can come to the same page because Oscar gets so annoyed by Felix and the things that he does as a roommate. So, and it finally boiled over when Oscar basically just went off on him. Oscar, he's a sports writer. That's another thing to know. He's a sports writer. The one scene, I mean, I wish I could have seen more scenes. I wish there could have been more scenes. Him being at the ballpark or just have more scenes of him being in a sports atmosphere. But we didn't get to see that scene where he's covering a baseball game until like 45 minutes into the movie. And he had mentioned to his, I believe it was his broadcasting partner, something about possibility of a triple play that could be happening, but his partner didn't believe that could be possible. So then when Felix calls him when they're on the phone, Oscar totally misses the triple play that happened. And his partner, who couldn't believe it, told him, like, you just missed the triple play. Oscar was so upset that he just went off on Felix. That part was hilarious. And that reminds me of when Alex Rodriguez hit his 3,000 hits. I wanted to be at home to witness it. And me and my family, we were at a restaurant, but we didn't, there was no TV in the area that we were sitting. So when I learned that A-Rod hit 3,000, I was so upset. So when I saw that scene, it just reminded me of that. Oh, yes. At the beginning, the first scene of the poker scene, which was at the beginning of the movie, Speed, while he was eating a sandwich, he said that he doesn't like pickles. I can relate to that because when I used to go to McDonald's as a kid, I always used to buy two cheeseburgers and I always would take out the pickles. To this day, I'm not a fan of pickles, but I gotta give it a try to see if I'm accustomed to it because now that I'm older, I eat all kinds of vegetables. So I'm gonna try pickles to see if I now, you know, would like it, or will I still be like, ugh, and just toss it away. So yeah, that when I heard Speed saying that he doesn't like pickles, I can relate to that. Oh yes, the pigeon sister scene, them giggling over every little thing. That whole scene is awkward because that was an awkward double date. You have Oscar, you have Felix, and then you have the pigeon sisters, and they're just like, is the way they laugh that there was just so many things about this movie that I just thought to myself, how were they able to get through the scene without not laughing? They probably did laugh, and it took a couple of few takes for them to finally get it right. But there was just certain things that Felix character does his with the noises and sounds he was making with his mouth. The pigeon sisters giggling. Oscar's epic comedic one-liners in this movie. Like I don't know how these actors they were able to stay in character and but that's comedy for you. So, but I'm pretty sure they did several takes and because so the things that we're doing was straight up funny. But like I said, Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, they are a great duo together. They did 10 movies together, and this one is without a doubt one of my favorites. So my review for The Odd Couple from 1 through 5, I'll give it a 4.3 out of 5 stars. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.